Where does creativity and intuition and the human element come into play, given all the increased data that's coming in and being analyzed? So,
yeah, I mean, data mining can tell you many, many surprising things. We talked earlier about the example of diapers and beer. You wouldn't necessarily put those two categories together, but retailers did, and they uncovered that late-night male shoppers often bought those two products together, and if you merchandise that correctly, you can take advantage of that. But there are certain things that you wouldn't arrive at by taking a logical view of the data. There are certain things like the Old Spice social media program. No amount of data mining would have told you that creating those outlandish ads would have resulted in the lift that it created for that brand. Or something more tangible like the iPad. You know, Jobs is famously on record for saying sometimes the customer doesn't know what they want. You know, and you have to look for opportunities sometimes outside of what the data might be objectively showing you. So there is definitely room for creativity and intuition in creating value. And so I think the real skill is understanding where data can take you, but leaving room for intuition and creativity to offer a different perspective and being brave enough to take on those risks.
I mean, I think we're still learning about what to do with data. I mean, and one of the things to think about it is, I mean, one of the I think qualities of the new world and the masses of data available is it makes it a lot cheaper to do things like test products. You know, in the online space, one of the things we talk about is sometimes you can do a test by just creating a dummy button that doesn't go anywhere but has an offer, right? I mean, not a purchase offer, but you know, a button to say find that promises some information, and people click it. And when they get there, it says, "Sorry, we're still working on it." But by putting that button up, you can get with almost no cost incredible insight into what is the consumer demand for a service or a product or a piece of content. This enormous expansion of the ability to get insights from data at a very low cost is really a wonderful thing. I mean, I think clearly you need to be creative about what you do with that information. I also think you need to supplement the pure data with qualitative information. You really do need to talk to your customers and to understand more of to add dimension to it.
Yeah, and actually, to that point about being able to talk to consumers, right? I think that's very important because you can talk to them in a focus group setting, and you might get a different response. And you can talk to them in a real sort of setting, right, where the difference between sort of sample and census data, right, where now with the usage of new technology, where you can actually mine sort of natural language, you can actually now start taking actual conversations about gain from actual purchasers or customers as opposed to focus groups, and then being able to use that as part of your strategy. So I think that's where the connection comes, right, from the fact that you need to talk to them, and you can talk to them now better and understand them better using some of the newer sort of natural language processing capability that's coming up.